Da 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 da. Welcome. This is the Matty Show. Do 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 do. Welcome to JackswanTV12. 0-0 versus Liverpool. What do you think about that, Matty?
Good.
Good. Well, spotlight's on him. Thank you.
I see I got a spot as well.
Thank you, Matty.
Alright.
Was Suarez contained, do you think, Leon?
He didn't have a chance, did he? But he had a couple of half chances, but I thought that the old defence was scared of him. I thought Williams especially looked as though he looked more scared of him than I wanted to hit him myself. Chico looked comfortable like he always does. Davies and Vangel's on his best game. I thought the defence was scared of Suarez more than he didn't only click a chance. I thought that he'd done enough to scare us, probably by his previous goal scoring.
Who's the happier manager, Matty? Laudrup or Rodgers?
I think they're probably both happy enough, to be honest with you.
Week in, week out, you sit on the fence, Matty. Week in, week out. Come on, I want some
I
answers.
don't think either of them are unhappy. You come away from home, get a draw, you're happy. Like you know, we got a draw against a big shit club. So no, I think they're both happy enough. I think a draw is about right as well. For the first half, we were lucky to be 0-0. I think second half we were better. So I think they're both probably happy enough, to be honest with you.
I didn't mean to shout then. I
Sorry,
apologise. Sorry, but I was slept actually 2 days and it's my first pint. So Vince would have pumped in. We haven't all been taking speed.
Just me.
You happy with that performance today?
No.
No.
Nah, I mean you got to take the point at the end of the day because that's all Swansea deserve. But the defence looked so nervous and shaky, particularly in the first half, and it was like, as Leon says, I mean there are individuals that were in that still looked confident and what have you. It was almost a collective thing. Like, you know, I don't even know whether it was just the defence or whether it was Britton and De Guzman in front, but it just wasn't flowing as it should.
I agree. I thought that we looked better generally when Key came on.
Yeah.
However, he done 2 passes which to the invisible man. The players were in the way. But generally, it was a poor performance. I thought that. But then, you know, if you told us 5 years ago we'd have a bad performance, we'd be sitting here a little bit downbeat after a poor performance and taking a point against Liverpool. You know, we'd have all laughed, wouldn't we? You know, it was. Yeah. I think last count I saw.
Tremmel's first clean sheet.
Positive.
Yeah.
He deserved it. He's deserved it the last few weeks. None of the goals he's conceded have been his fault.
Hernandez man of the match. Leon, another strong performance.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought Hernandez was brilliant.
Twisting and turning.
Hernandez was absolutely brilliant. He looked so creative. I thought he actually had a better probably first half than the second half.
Yeah, I thought he's up his words.
After last week's performance of the season, where he himself had 6 chances against Newcastle on his and that is.
How many did he score?
Unheard of. Yeah. He set the 2 up, didn't he?
Yeah, I did. That was joking.
Yeah.
What do you think the first half?
Well, on the radio it was good.
Spencer's been rushing back from his holiday, especially with JackswanTV12.
Scum by us radio anyway, wouldn't they? Did they cheer when Liverpool nearly scored?
Talksport. It was Collymore.
Oh, he's
him and Suarez like that.
Yeah.
But apparently there was like Ashley Williams said something derogatory about Suarez.
Right, yeah.
I haven't read it, but.
But I say he didn't look good to me, Williams. He just looked really unsure of himself. You know, he had time.
Looked great this season.
Quite a few times he had time. I thought he looked good the last few weeks. But
yeah, I think he looked better the last few weeks.
You weren't getting confused with Glenn Johnson, were you? Because they look alike, don't they?
They were wearing different kits, which helped.
Different positions,
you know.
Anyway, I'm glad I'm not a Liverpool fan, and I don't know why they just looked shapeless. That was.
Do you think so?
Yeah, but until the last 5 minutes.
I think they're on a better run of form than what they were, though. You know, have they not lost in about 7 games or something?
Drawn a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, their defence seems pretty solid to me, to be perfectly honest.
I think he's got a good back 5, but I don't think they got I think they're going to
Let's not waste time talking about Agger or all that. Let's just talk about the Swans. Let's talk
Yeah,
about
I don't know how much the weather affected it.
Yes, heavy, very wet.
I don't know because there seem to be over-hit passes and under-hit passes. And
Usually like the Swans like a spinning ball.
Yeah,
but I think
yeah, that's
it,
right.
It was too wet.
I think it was too wet.
They probably watered it as well.
Yeah. But
There's been 120 flood warnings. Like
Yeah,
It's all over the place, isn't it?
yeah.
Well, what do people think of Alan on his return?
I find him well, personally.
He does the same thing all the time, doesn't he?
He
Keeps
keeps
away two
himself
dangerous
in
free
front.
kicks.
Yeah.
He did, yeah, right on the edge.
Again, I thought he got into the game better. What do you think of the reception he got though?
Ridiculous. It was only a few, innit? It was literally, you're picking up on literally there's a few people booing, which I think is laughable personally. While you would boo a Swansea boy or Pembrokeshire boy or whatever who's done a great job for the Swans, who's gone to a big club like Liverpool who happen to be shit, granted.
He gave us the money to buy Key.
Exactly,
Yeah.
completely beyond me.
Like-
Welcoming back tomorrow, I can't see why anyone at all would give him any abuse at all.
It seemed to be a mixed reception for Brendan, which I must admit I probably agreed with. I felt quite mixed about it. Like I've said in the past, I had no problem with him leaving. Leaving to Liverpool, fair play to him, good luck on him. But then to say you're not going to sign and he played for 12 months and 12 weeks later to sign Joe Allen, I don't particularly like the man for that. But to pull Joe Allen, I thought it was disgusting. I don't believe any genuine Swans fan can look at Joe Allen and think, he deserves to be booed.
I think there's a write-up in this month's Jack Swan magazine. Don't forget, it's going to hit your...
It's hit most of the shops.
Most of the pubs and
Yeah.
shops right now. Get it while they're hot. But
Michael Loud himself has said that he's a big fan.
You've got a busy week this week. Have you Leon?
Been busy, yeah, it's been busy. Been
Have you got
good.
any photographs of anybody you want to show?
I have, and this is a big treat for Spence. Spence hasn't seen this photo yet. And I'm quite, if everybody...
Tell us a story.
I'll show the photo.
Sorry,
Have you seen it?
No, show the camera.
I'll show
Tell
the
us a
photo.
story. Have you meet him?
I've got a little feeling that he's seen it because of...
There he is, look.
That's the main man holding the main mag. The
Swansea's
main man
#1 fanzine.
with the main mag. He said that...
Where do you see him?
Actually, I was I was driving on the street. I heard somebody screaming, "Hey!" Are they the Jack Swans? Somebody was flashing me in his Jeep. So eventually, to be honest, I got,
You had to give in.
I do arm the car just in case we have any. So I got out with my, I won't say what gun I got, just in case.
12-inch yogurt rifle.
I wanted to say, a little bit scared to be honest, and he's a big bloke. He's a big bloke. He's over 6 foot. And I get out, and there's Michael Loader, and he says, "Oh, are they the Jack Swan magazines?" And I, yeah. And he goes, "Could I have one, please?" He goes, "They're my favourite magazine in the world." And he said, "I only learned English to read." He said, "I could never read English until I saw a Jack Swan magazine and I wanted to know what was in it."
It's lucky you're fluent in being in
Hey
it.
Spence, make sure
He
when,
speaks it now.
Have we gone from Jack Swan to Jack Norris?
when you edit this for legal reasons, make sure you edit it. This may or not be true.
Not be true. It may be that I did slightly stalk him, and eventually he gave in. And
Where did you see him? In the Liberty?
He was in the Liberty, yeah.
Have you given his wife back to him yet, or...?
But his daughter's still chained up.
Right, okay.
She still shaves. What is it?
His daughter's still chained up.
She got it, I think so.
So what do you think?
But that was by choice.
Well, we're at the court to say that.
Did you meet his daughter?
I didn't meet his daughter, no.
She's not like Helen Flanagan.
She's
She's
not.
annoying,
No.
she is.
Elephant, is she still in the jungle?
I don't know.
I've been in the jungle myself.
Yeah, I think so, I don't know. She's just annoying.
So who's next? West Brom wins tonight?
West
Next
Brom,
match?
yeah.
Is that becoming bigger game because there was
Yeah. I mean, you've got 6 games to the halfway season. Those 3 home ones are, by memory, West Brom, Norwich, Man U. The away ones are
Arsenal.
Tottenham, Arsenal and Reading. And to be like sort of comfortable, safe, and make it nice and easy on the second half of the season, you want 23, 24 points from that.
What are we looking for this season?
50.
No, you were 50 points?
Yeah.
And that would get us 7th, 8th, 9th?
Don't know, I haven't really worked it out.
I personally, I mean, if you can like sort of get into the Europa through the
Cup.
League Cup or
Yeah.
whatever it is, I would take 17th, 18th with like sort of like not
18th
18th, 16th or 17th with like
Can
sort of.
you see us finishing that low though?
No. I think but what I'm saying is, you know how it can twist and turn so quickly.
I want to take that.
What I'd like to see is that come the 19th game, the end of the 19th game, you've got 23, 24
But
points.
if to get 16th, 17th or whatever you're saying, to get into Europa League, you're happy to take that to get Europa League. What are you expecting when we're in Europa League and we're playing 2-3 times a week or whatever? What do you expect us to do if we finished 16th when we're not playing as many games? What do you expect us to do when we're playing?
What I'm expecting is that at the end of the season you'll have had more money by getting in there because of the cup, etc., etc. I'm expecting a couple more players to be picked up that would prefer to come to Swansea because they're in Europe. I expect Laudrup and the whatever to be able to pick up like sort of some talented young sort of Danish, Spanish players
There's
and what have
there's
you.
no downside.
And
I don't see that.
As long as we stay in the league, I'm still a bit sceptical.
The worst comes to worst, we get knocked out of the European Cup in the first round.
Well, it's not the worst comes to worst. Worst comes to worst is we do half decent, I think, and we go down. I think
But
the
that's
main
it,
priority is
that's
staying
if we
up.
prioritise that cup,
Yeah.
which I don't think we ever would.
No.
It's always going to be a distraction. You see loads of teams that play.
What is the
Europa
best way of like sort of one, building up the squad, and two, keeping that squad happy?
That's it.
Yeah, obviously people want to play.
Yeah.
If Mitchell has offers from the likes of Liverpool, or the likes of Newcastle next season.
What do you say to Mitchell? You can play European football, yeah?
But he's going to play.
Yeah, no, so you're saying to him he can play European football, so then he's going to play European football and league football.
Right.
So therefore, you can't, it's one of the other.
How many games do you think a player, because this annoys ministers, when we're in the Premiership, for some reason players are only allowed to play 38 games a season. How many games do you think a player is capable of playing in a season?
Well, obviously different players.
But just give me a rough
64.
number.
It's hard to say.
64, I won't go that high, but
Twice a week or year.
I think 38 is about right. I don't think it's
so nobody can play more than 38 games a season. That's mental.
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that I think that's a good season. If you're a player and you've played 40 games a season, you're very pleased to play 40
So
games a season.
when you look at the Chelsea, Man U, Arsenal top players that are playing in like sort
But
of.
how many of them actually play 50, 60
Ashley
games
Cole
or
would
whatever?
play close to
And-
6. Ashley Cole would play close to 60
But
games
you're
a season.
talking about the best players in the world in reality. You're talking
Are
about
they
these players
the best players in the world because...
No, but I would think that they should be super fit.
So,
I would think that they should be at
Let's
a
check
fitter
our
level.
figures. Let's check our figures
Yes.
and we'll come back to this next week. We'll check what the most games
I mean,
in
Christ,
the
in the
season.
Championship you have to play 46.
That's exactly it.
Exactly.
That's it. You have to think so, like, I think...
It's not as good a level as it.
Right,
It seems like
One of the reasons they shrunk it down to 30 in the first place in the Premiership is because they're expecting them to play more in the cups.
Exactly. I think 38. How many weeks is the season? It must be 38 weeks.
At least. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, at least.
So 38. If you can say 38 games, which you think is just one a week,
Yeah.
that's pathetic.
Yeah.
I'd like to think that a player can do at least one every other week.
I mean, in fairness, I mean,
Which is an extra 19 games.
it depends. I mean,
We haven't got that power.
if you're a fullback on only 300 quid, then I think that like one game's plenty.
But I think it must be. Not for £1,000 a week bonus.
Just to wrap up with this thought of the week, why does everybody play their strong side in the league to get into Europe, and then when they play in Europe, they play a weak side?
Very good point.
Good
Very
question.
And on that point, I think we better wrap up. Thank you
It's
for
good
much
point,
time.
isn't it?
Music, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, that'll be wonderful. Sorry to cut short, we run out of time. There we are. Tune in next week, it's Christmas party week.
Spence will be there all week. You watch the whole game.
Yes. Well, with one eye. Goodbye, thank you, bye.